Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you one of my favorite ways of working with lidar, which is to make essentially an online book that presents the code of your R package. And to do this, we use something called bookdown, and I'm going to show how that works. This is really good when you have an R package that is so large that you think presenting all of the code in one HTML file would be a little hard for the reader. So let's go to the lidar website. If you go under articles, you can see R package templates where we give different kinds of lidar documents you might want to create. We're going to be using draft bookdown, okay? And that's for a package defined in a bookdown. If you're not familiar with bookdown, maybe you've seen it before. It looks like these online books where the left side has a menu. It's a very nice format. So let me show how this works. It's very easy. We just use the lidar function draft bookdown. Okay, it takes two arguments. You can change the name of the package. I'm going to just use the default, which is to call it from bookdown, but any name of an R package you want, and then you can specify where. But in this case, we'll work right in this working directory. Hit return. And this creates for us a new directory called create from bookdown. Let me just refresh here. You see, it's created a directory, create from bookdown. We can look what's inside. What's inside is actually a series of R markdown files. And you can think of each of these as defining a different chapter. The most important one is called index.rmd. Let's open that. It's important because this first header gives the information that makes sure that this will render properly as a lidar book. It also specifies the name of the R package. Let's just see what happens when we press knit. Okay, we press knit and it generates what's known as a bookdown for us. I can show this in a web browser, which is a little nicer. Okay, you see this is a little fancier than just looking at an HTML file. We can click on different chapters and within a chapter scroll. This is a very short one, but we can scroll. And it's just a nicer way to present a lot of information. Okay, so if we go back, what was created when we pressed knit? Well, what we see is in addition to the R markdown files that we had initially, there's now two more things. There's this underscore book and there's this from bookdown. So from bookdown, this is the R package itself that we just created. And the underscore book, this has all the files that are needed to render that nice book. And in particular, index.html, that's the one, if you open it, you see this nice website. Okay, I guess I'll just mention one other thing, which is if you prefer to define your whole R package in a single R markdown file rather than a series of them, like I've done here, that works too. That's fine. What you can do is just, for example, I'll just demonstrate it. I'm going to copy, or I'm going to cut and paste into this index instead. Okay, so I've just moved some content into my index file. Press save, and you know what? I'm actually even going to delete this file just to really show I'm no longer using this file because I've put its content in index.rmarkdown. And if I press knit, the point is you'll see the same exact output as before. You see it still has that package set up as a separate chapter. And the reason for that is because what defines new chapters in bookdown is not the R markdown file being different, but rather it's this first level header that does that. Okay, that's it.